What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to G-Ball Vision. Today we are taking a deep dive into the Daily Carry Co. AI slide, and we're also going to be doing kind of a double overview of the Daily Carry Co. mini pouch potato. Kind of kill two birds with one stone with this guy. But if you're not familiar, Daily Carry Co. has a nice little start of products going over there. They got pouches, they got wallets, they got some knives, they got some other EDC type gear, and this is one of their newest products, this gravity knife, and these come in under $100. I'll have it linked down below. I also have a code that will take the price down into the 80s or 90s. I can't remember exactly what it is, but in my opinion, I think this is a fantastic price point for what you're getting, the innovation that you're getting here. Now, this particular one has a 14C 28N blade. You have a nice tanto and satin finish, and they have a premium one as well that I think is M390 in titanium, but you're going to pay a little bit more for that one. I think about double the price of this. And in my opinion, I'd love to see titanium and 14C and then somewhere in the middle of both price points. I think that would be an awesome happy medium, and I think a lot of people would be interested in the titanium frame with the 14C 28N blade. So I'd like to see that at some point. That'd be a nice touch. So the blade is definitely a stout boy. We're going to do some cutting with it, so stay tuned for that. We have a raw finished aluminum, kind of a tumble look to it, and it's so nice, so lightweight, guys. It's a nice change from titanium and micarta and that sort of thing. The EXO is a great gravity knife, but this is a different animal in my opinion, especially in the aluminum handle. It's just so lightweight. You can put this in a pouch, you can put this in a pocket, and you're not even barely going to know that it's there, which is in a lot of cases a good thing. And even though the size is what it is, I can still get a pretty nice full purchase on this handle. It's just big enough that I can get a comfortable full grip on it. And while we're talking about size and specs, we're going to get about, let's just call it 2.5 inches of cutting edge or 2.5 inches of blade, which is about 2.5 inches of cutting edge, and then we have about 6.5 overall, a little bit strong on the 6.5. Now, how light is this, are you going to ask? Well, I'm going to tell you. And we're also going to talk about some of the innovation that this has within it. So we're talking under 2.5 ounces, guys, 2.3, 2.4, which is not bad at all. It's so lightweight. That's one of the first things I noticed. The other thing that I really enjoy about this is the non-locking gravity knives that are out there can kind of be a pain sometimes. Not that it's a huge pain, but still a pain nonetheless. And the way that Daily Carry Co. solved that is they put some magnets in here, so that way when this is all the way closed up, blade is inside and the handle is closed, this is going to stay closed. It's not just going to fall open on you like the Riot EXO does without the lock on it. Now they have since put a lock on them, but in this case, you don't have to worry about dealing with a lock. The magnets are going to be kind of your primary lock. And even if I hold on to the side that you throw it out with, you have to give it a little bit of something in order to get it out. Even if I'm just kind of going back and forth, it wants to stay. So you got to give it a little bit of gas in order to get that to come out. And it's going to be the same. Either you can do a two-hand type deal, or with one hand, you know, if you're done, you made your cut, you can throw it forward, drop it in, and close it up, back into the pocket it goes. And I have thrown this in my pocket, I've carried it in a pouch, and I carried it in my pocket quite a bit. And not once did it come open, not once did I have an issue. So definitely be a solid design choice from Daily Carry Co. Nice, small little package here, and it's been a real joy to carry this and use this guy. Let's throw it up against a couple of knives for some size comparison. So first up, we'll do the S35 VN Elementum here, and that's going to be a decent comparison there. How about the Bug Out, the regular Bug Out? That's going to be a little bit bigger, and then we won't do all these. Let's do the Para 3. Going to be a little bit bigger than that guy. So it's not a big knife, but it's not really that small of a knife either. It's just a little bit smaller than, you know, your Para 3, your Elementum. It's a decent size. It's good enough to get a decent purchase on that handle. And this isn't something you're going to take out and baton through a log. It's not something you're going to take onto a job site and use as your primary work knife. This is more based on like a day-to-day utility type knife. That's what this is going to be. Your day-to-day tasks, you know, opening things up, opening envelopes and letters, you know, doing stuff like that. Maybe cutting up your lunch or dinner with this guy, something like that. This is going to be very easy, and it's going to be a very fun knife to use, and you can experience a gravity knife that's not going to cost you $200-300, which is another added benefit of having something like this. It wasn't until I started talking with Daily Carry Co. that I even knew this existed. So that's needs to change. We need to definitely get this knife out there as much as possible. There's very minimal content on this knife from Daily Carry Co. So I'd like to get the name out there, get this knife out there. We'll be doing a full in-depth review of this. This is just an overview and kind of a short-term review of this knife, but it's been a pleasant surprise. Because I was thinking, I didn't really know what to expect. I had the XO, and I love it, and I'm a big fan of the XO, but this has been a game changer when it comes to, you know, how you use a gravity knife. Those magnets are a game changer. I won't mind seeing this in titanium and 14C. I won't mind seeing a little bit bigger version as well. Like this could be the regular, and then they come out with an XL AI slide type of deal, and then different blade shapes off of this design. So there's a lot that could be done here with this exact model. Now they do have a titanium and M390 version, but something in the middle, titanium and 14C, would be an awesome touch. Something that was a little bigger would be another nice touch, and then different blade shapes would be fantastic. But as this knife sits, I am a big fan all the way around. The steel choice, the handle choice, the fit and finish, the way it, you know, kind of locks itself up with the magnets, the size. It's a nice little gravity knife. So let's see how that 14C is holding up. Because when I got this out of box, it had a nice edge on it. Even the secondary edge had a nice little edge on it. And 14C isn't known to have the best edge retention, but it's pretty decent. And it's very easy to sharpen up. Now, this is not designed, you know, or created to be your TRM Atom type slicer. This is meant more for, it's meant more for lighter duty, but able to kind of withstand some heavier tasks. Because of how thick that blade stock is, how short that blade is, it's meant to kind of be a poker and then a slicer through more dense material. So we can kind of demonstrate that here with this cardboard. It's easy to use. It's comfortable to use for what it is. very easy to use as well. There's plenty of straight edge here on this guy. And then also going from, like, if you had to for some reason kind of transfer from that first edge into the primary, it's a very easy transition. If you start your cut like this and then you have to roll into it, going to be a very easy knife to kind of control and transition through both those Tanto edges there. But they did a great job on the edge, and from everything I can tell, they did a fantastic job on the 14C. I have actually carried this quite a bit. It's been in this pouch potato, and before that, it was in the other pouch that I was testing out. And then before that, it was in my pocket a lot. And I would take it to work and do various things with it there. And it's been a nice surprise, guys. Very nice. Like I said, I will have both these linked down below, and I will throw that coupon code down there as well. So let's get to the pouch quickly. This is the mini pouch potato here. So it's just a top zipper flap there, and then we have a smooth colored side here, which they have a couple different colors. And then on the face of it, you have a big Velcro that you can put all your favorite patches or REs, however you want to say that. And then one thing I've really come to love about this thing, I wasn't sure that I would like it because of everything not necessarily being the best organized and everything kind of being on top of each other. But I figure, I'm using this stuff, I'm carrying it, and it's going to get some love marks on it. But I've been carrying a different lighter. This Blackbeard just went in there. We've been carrying different flashlights. The Ray Light Mini Pineapple has been in there. Our pry bar and bit driver from Olight's been in there. Our Issuing Stitches Hank. And our Big Idea Design Pen, Pocket Pen Pro. So all this stuff has been in there. And it keeps a nice, slim profile, which is one thing I really love. You can easily slide it like in an inner coat pocket or in a back pocket or even a front pocket because it maintains that nice slim profile. Now, the downfall is, and that's what you kind of have to take it with it. If you want a lot of organization, you're going to have to get like a Data Crew or some sort of other pouch where it has two sides to it. Or you have to go with the ones that have like organization on the outside. But those are going to have a bigger footprint than something like this. So you kind of have to decide, what you like. And I know there's people out there who just do not carry those two-stage pouches because they're just a little too big. Or a little too bulky. They're not bad to throw in like khaki shorts or a backpack or something like that. But as far as throwing it in your front pocket or even your back pocket for that matter, it's a little too much. Even if you keep them, very minimal, it's still just a big footprint. And when I throw this guy in there, it's not much bulkier than this. And, it's kind of like a large wallet in a sense. So I've really grown to like this pouch, even when I didn't think that I would. I wanted to give it a shot. I wanted to give it a try, and I like it. I need to find, I'm just testing it out right now. If you've been following the EDC updates, about a week ago, this became the pouch that I'm testing out and using for the next couple of weeks. And I really like it. I need to find a permanent spot for it and what I put in here. But this will be, used, and I will continue to use this after I'm done testing it. I just need to figure out what I'm going to use it for because it's too useful to not use. The footprint is very nice. You can pack a lot in this little guy. You can have a pry bar bit driver, and that's going to maintain a lot of your stuff. You have a flashlight and a pen. You have a hank in there. You have a lighter, a way to get fire, heat, cook food, boil water, get light, whatever it is. And then you can also keep a bladed object in there, whether it's this guy or it's something else. That's a lot. That's a full EDC loadout right there. All in this little guy right here. And everything is built very well. The zippers seem nice and rugged. I open and close this a bunch every day. I've packed it really full. I've kept it, nice and simple with just a few things. And I've found if organized properly, the lighter that's in here now is quite a bit bulkier than the Douglas Field I used to keep in here, so it kind of adds a little bit more to it. But I'm testing that out currently now too, so it's going to stay. But it has not bothered me one bit to throw this in the pocket or whatever. Now, like I said, you're going to kind of lose out on some of the organization. If you have to get to the pry bar, you'll have to pull everything out. Or organize it the way in which you use your stuff. And that's pretty much what I do. The pen and the pry bar are mainly kind of emergency, because I typically keep a pen right in my pocket. So this is kind of like a backup to my primary one. But there's times where I don't bring that, and I can just grab this and throw it in my pocket. If I don't have anything on me at all, I have what I would need in this little pouch. If I don't bring a knife, a flashlight, nothing. I have everything I would need in this guy right here, and you're good to go. Nice minimal footprint. So I am a big fan of this pouch potato. I'm not sure, but I think the code also works on these as well. And he's got some other EDC pouches as well that I believe they will be sending at some point for me to take a look at. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that. But I will be doing a long-term review of both of these here in a couple weeks once I really nail everything down and have the answers to my questions with both of them. And then we'll do a full review of these as well. But as it sits, after having them for several weeks and using both of them, I'm pretty impressed with Daily Carry Co. and the couple of products I've had in from them. So I look forward to more with them. Shout out to them for sending these guys in. Let me know what you think of both of these products. Did they draw any of your interest? Did you go and snag any Daily Carry Co. stuff before now, or are you looking at snagging some stuff now? I'll link their stuff down below. Let me know what you think, guys. I love hearing from you all. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button for me. It helps the videos, the channel, and I really appreciate it. If you're new here or you've been here before and you are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button down below the video. I would love to have you here. Otherwise, guys, I will catch you on the next one.